Warning, this is a pest control video and contains footage of animals being shot. If this is likely to offend, then please don't watch. Please see the description below for more information on this video. There's also some links you may find useful. Welcome back to the Grainstone farm. The weather's getting a lot colder, the rats are coming in from the fields and they are starting to make a real nuisance of themselves. This is a couple of sessions, probably 10 days apart, pushed together into one video. You can see they're setting up home underneath there. This has been in the field a few weeks and it hasn't taken them long to establish themselves. I've had a few people ask some questions about rats, such as how many would breed in a year, how small a gap can they get through, how long can they go without water, etc. I've got a few rat stats here. Just hit pause and you can view those, otherwise we're going to shift it off and move on to the important stuff, like bagging up rats. Just watching that one for a little while, I can see it kicking under there and he very kindly kicks himself out. Nice clean headshot, very happy with that kill. He's probably not, but I am. Quick look around the farmyard and I spotted this one sitting there minding his own business. Lasered it at 30 yards, sent a pellet down and knocked it down. Very happy with that. Boulder straight over and this tail tells the tale. This is a bit of a hot spot. It's between two huge slabs of rock just beside one of the grain stores, so I'm guessing they're coming out, help themselves to feed, disappearing back in. I'm just watching him, see if he's going to come out and play. He's not, so I send a pellet in instead. Spins him round, kills him outright. Another long distance shot, well for ratting anyway, 31 yards. He stands still just too long and I get the pellet right behind the ear. Straight down. And there he is, taking a very long term nap. Back legs kicking and the helicopter tail are indicative of headshot. I'm happy with that. He's not in any pain, he doesn't even know he's dead. Check out my new boots, birthday boots. Just to the right of him, there's another one, sitting there. Must have seen what's gone on, must have seen his mate shot in the face. So what does he do? He gets shot too. I lasered him at 33 yards, slightly further back. I heard a ping when the pellet landed, so I thought I'd missed. But as it happened, the pellet hit bang on target, straight through the brain box, out the other side, and hit the foot of that steel framework there. Right behind the ear. Very happy with that. This is the grassed area behind the buildings and there's a lot of undergrowth and nettles and there's a lot of rativity in this area and it's getting more and more popular, as you'll see later on in the video. Shot that one on the side of the head and bowled him straight over. I'm happy with that. Another one down. And here's one. I take the shot here. I thought I hit it there, but as it looks like the pellet went underneath him. He gets to live for another day. I think I pulled the rifle slightly and duffed that shot. But just to show every shot's not perfect, I leave it in. Live and learn, eh? To make up for it, I spot this rat sitting there, 25 yards away from me. Quick laser, set himself up, send the pellet in. He's now lying 25 yards from me. I think there's a nest under there, so I'm going to come back and keep an eye on that. Might be a nice little hot spot. There he is there, super dead. Now this is a thermal image just to the right of where I shot the two at 31 and 33 yards. and there's some concrete slabs there, and they're hiding underneath there. What I do is I creep a little bit closer and a bit closer, just nice and quietly, 16 yards, put the pellet in. Now that noise it gives you, if you're shooting rats, you'll know that noise I'm talking about. I was very confident that was a headshot, but when I was looking through the scope, it looked like his head was moving, so send in a second shot, just to be sure it's dead. They are rats, but we still want them dead as quick as possible, don't want them to suffer. But when I retrieved that, that was definitely a nice clean headshot. This one, sitting looking at me, take the shot, lands a little bit low, goes in as an upper body shot. He disappears off, I find him and I dispatch him. And that's him there in the trees. Took another 2 pellets, just to make sure he was dead, but he's a goner. As I'm on a wander about, I spot this little chap out for a mooch. Midnight stroll and a midnight feast. Obviously he's not on the quarry list, but it is nice to see other wildlife when you're out and about. Crosshairs away, safety on, just in case. Cute little thing, isn't he? Back over at the back of the buildings, back of the farm, and amongst all the undergrowth, spot the eye shine. So I put a pellet between them. There's another rat down at the back. Some of these I can't retrieve because they're quite high up the hillside, but I try and recover as many as I can, bag them up and put them in the bin for the farmer. So this is the second shooting session. This is about 10 or so days after the previous one. Same sort of area. First place I went to was this turbine because I was seeing a lot of rats in this area between these blades. And what they're doing is they're going through these blades, sticking the head out, dropping back behind and coming underneath here. So I'm going to come back later on in the evening and see what I can find, because the ones that were there have already done a runner. At the back of the building I've set myself up, nice little vantage point, looking out into the darkness with the infrared, and I'm going to be picking off some rats that are climbing around that undergrowth that were there last week. The numbers are increasing and they're coming from there into the buildings and help themselves to food. First couple of the evening, nice headshot, knocks that one straight down. His buddy in the top left is wondering what the hell just happened. He's a bit daunted, I think, isn't he? He knows something's happened, he knows something bad's happened. I think he's probably smelled the blood actually. So he comes forward just to have a look, but that's just too far. Put the pellet straight through the leaf over his head and pull him down. And they both played together and now they're both lying together. 2 more rats off to ratty heaven. Not a bad size either. Quite a decent size. Big fat things. Just by the roadside, down he goes. For a headshot he went down quite quick, which was very nice, but he also didn't move, and that made me wonder if I'd missed the head and landed in the upper body or the neck. It looked like he lifted his head there, but I think it was the back legs forcing his body up. But because it looked like he lifted his head, I wanted to try and get a second shot on him, because that would suggest that he's not head dead, but he's on his way to becoming dead. Second shot there finishes him off. I think he was dead actually. When I had a look there was a hole in his head, so I'm pretty confident he was dead. I just want to be absolutely sure. Again, the undergrowth at the back, the eye shine, so I put a pellet in there. Out like a light. That switched him straight off. This was a cracking shot. All I saw was a little bit of eye shine and I put the pellet straight down. Unfortunately I hit the photo button instead of the video button again and I missed the shot. But the tail gives it away. Nice clean headshot there. He's off to ratty heaven. Back over by the fan. It's very foggy now and I've got a lot of water droplets appearing on there, and I thought there was some water underneath here, but it turned out to be a rat, thankfully. So I just track him as he moves across to the left and sticks his head out. Very nicely, gives me a nice clean headshot. Wallop. Absolutely poleaxed. Just keeping an eye on him and reload just in case I need to get a second shot. But he soon starts kicking out underneath there. He was a real pig to get out because I have some grabbers which I used to pick him up, but they're rigid and I couldn't get the bend on them, and there was no way on this earth I was going to put my hand in there and drag him out. I've got gloves on, but I'm not going to put my hand into a rat's den. I'm not that brave. I'm only brave when I've got the air rifle. I don't like rats at all. I'm not putting my hand in there. No way. No chance. Things start to go downhill a little bit from here, however, because I dinked the barrel of the rifle against the barn when I was picking up my grabber, and I think it knocked my zero out. You see where that landed? Just to the right of there. I didn't realise what was happening. I thought I was missing. So I took another shot on this rat here. If you watch, it lands to the right. And then again on this next 43-yard shot, which I was confident in taking, you can see just how far to the right it lands. Way off. So that's not acceptable. I wrapped it up for the evening and headed home. I got 14 kills, 14 shots in total, and recovered 9.